Welcome. Our assignment task was to look at reducing the effects of fake news. What is fake news? False stories that appear to be news, usually created to influence political views or as a joke. What are the effects of fake news and why should the effects be reduced? Well, one instance in the pandemic crisis, people who get information about coronavirus from social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube are more likely to believe conspiracy theories about COVID 19 and to have broken key lockdown rules. Obeying lockdown rules is important to reduce the infection number, and so the spread of fake news can also have lethal effects. So, why did we focus on individuals rather than on social media platforms? Well, research on the ideological selectivity of TV news sources in the US has shown that conservatives preferred reports from Fox News while avoiding CNN and NPR, and liberals and Democrats, meanwhile, show the exact opposite in their behavior. People are going to look for information that confirms their beliefs already, and thus will be more likely to expose and believe in media that is fake if it fits their agenda. A research paper measuring the effectiveness of general warnings and fact check tags in reducing belief in false stories on social media showed that average belief in false headlines was slightly lower for participants who saw a general warning before seeing headlines. However, this was small. Disputed tags on fake posts were less effective than rated false tags, and unintended spillover effects from general warnings to fight false information was that perceived accuracy of true headlines declined, which suggests that the solution must not be placed solely on social media platforms, but work must be done to help individuals be accountable with the media they are consuming.
To find out about public interactions with fake news and determine their emotion towards them, we conducted an online survey. Users from several platforms were taking part in it. In our survey, we asked participants to answer the open question, what would you classify as a misleading post, in order to understand what actually confuses people in social media. After the analysis of these answers, we created a word map, which you can see on the left of this slide. We started the survey by proposing four fake Twitter posts with different level of sanity and asked people to choose which one is fake. Results show clear correlation between how outrageous the post was and how many people believed in its fakeness. In order to understand how many people participate in spreading unverified posts, we asked two questions. How likely do you share a post without checking its credibility, and how likely do you comment on a post that catches your attention? Survey showed that more than 80% of participants are more likely to check their reposts. Even if we cannot generalize the public who completed the survey, we can clearly see that people tend to think before they post. However, even 15% of people who are not checking can be important.
3/4 of participants think fake news is a real issue and are unlikely to share posts from unverified sources. At the same time, more than 2/3 of our survey said that they do check if posts are fake before sharing. So the question that remains is whether those individuals can correctly identify fake posts that are not blatantly outrageous, as mentioned previously. From our data, you can see that people on social media seem to trust posts from verified accounts as much as they trust news articles. Verified accounts are more likely to send posts that are subjective, with more emotion and bias towards both groups and individuals. So this seems counterintuitive. Possibly because posts from people we've chosen to follow are often more relatable than articles from a general news site, who may be more easily influenced by them. We also asked our participants how they felt about fake news. The majority of responses said they felt disgust and confusion when they saw posts that they knew were fake news. These emotions are likely related to the two major topics recently in the news, since the topics were previously mentioned in the survey. Black Lives Matter was a possible source of disgust due to the actions of the police, and COVID-19 was particularly confusing for people due to the great number of conflicting reports and updates, sometimes even from the same source.
For our outlet, we have decided to create a social media campaign using Instagram to raise individual awareness and accountability to fight fake news. Our page is called fightfakenews.x. So far, we have created our own logo and uploaded 3 posts. The first post acts as an introduction. The second post introduces key points to think about before starting an online conversation to promote insightful discussions. The third post is a checklist. Its aim is to give people quick and easy steps to follow before sharing. This is to increase the risk of sharing misinformation and to raise personal accountability. We will progressively update our Instagram page. We have also planned to create more engaging posts to promote more insightful debate and thinking. To end, we would like to say a quick reminder. If you find credible evidence that a post is not true, alert others. If the post is harmful or misleading, report it. If you're unsure if a post is true, don't share it.